We live in a world that's really troubled in so many ways, deep, intractable divisions.
We live in a world where religious differences seem to divide people. In fact, they seem to be the basis for war.
We live in a world of extraordinary complexity and interactions, and it is important that people get out of their little wells.
There's no other choice. You either die or you talk.
And without religious peace, there's not going to be world peace.
You have to understand each other and appreciate each other, not just the word tolerance is a limiting word, and the word appreciation is much more important.
Our diversity is our strength, and I think that's what we need to focus on.
So any opportunity like this that brings us to dialogue, not just with words, but with actions that transform society, I think gladdens the heart of God.
I think what's extraordinarily exciting is to bring attention to the Rochester community for what I think is going to be the first such national conference on this matter.
There's unique work being done in Rochester that nobody else in the world knows about. And to be able to share that and to engage others in that, that's really exciting.
This conference is so different in a lot of ways. The intergenerational theme and the intergenerational activity is a big part of it.
We're bringing the high school and college generation and early 20, 30-somethings to the table with us, not so that we can tell them what we know, but so that we can learn from them what the issues are for their generation.
It's kind of become my life. It changes how I act on a day-to-day basis. It's all about radical respect. However you define yourself, I will accept you for it.
And we're going to speak to them in the language they understand. So technology is going to be all over this conference.
Bring your laptop, bring your phone, bring your cameras, all sorts of stuff. Flip phones, anything. We're going to be on Twitter, on Facebook, MySpace.
People will really get to interact and practice the art of dialogue. This is one of the key themes that we're focusing on.
And to actually have hands-on workshops where they're going to sit across the table and engage in dialogue. They're not going to hear about dialogue, they're going to do dialogue.
It's about meeting people of different backgrounds. When you really speak to somebody who's different than you, you understand that the difference isn't so great.
This conference is a place where we won't just be talking about the work, but the work will actually be started.
And I think that's one of the most exciting things to me, that this generation has so much to say about interfaith and they really want to put it into action.
It's a need. You're needed in this world to be leaders, to be on the cutting edge of dialogue and interfaith work.
This conference brings together Joan Chittister.
We bring to this effort a common voice and a common heart.
Ibu Patel.
That's the way that lots of great, crazy things start. Needs to be done. Doesn't look like anybody's going to do it. We're going to step up and make it happen.
Rabbi Brad Hirschfeld.
God, who's really infinite, is going to be bigger than any one belief system, any one ideology, and any one people.
Dr. P. Jairaman.
The whole world is a family for those who are broad-minded.
Our focus is also on businesses. Our focus is also on workplaces in different areas.
Business needs to be attuned to the needs, wants, and desires of all aspects of our culture and all religions. If they're sensitive, it will help them grow their business. I think interfaith dialogue and cooperation is good business.
It really revolves around diversity. I think we all have to deal with this in any business in today's times, and it's a very important issue.
By coming together, we can do a lot more good for the world around us.
When you see the face of people who are working more ardently than you are to achieve something better, that's exciting to me. If you want to be a part of this, you are on the cutting edge of humanity.
People want to be understood. We want to find what we have in common. We have things in common, and that's what the conference is about.
When we do something like this in Rochester, what we're really trying to say is that here's your neighbors. You're supposed to love your neighbors, so why not love your neighbors?
And that changes people's lives when you find out the other is not the other, but my brother or sister.
We are a diverse humanity, and it is fascinating.
Our view is that all these religious differences are a reason for celebration, and we really hope that people walk away with that understanding.
I think everyone should come to this conference because the interfaith movement is an exciting combination of dialogue and understanding and action.
This conference will give you new tools, new understanding. Come and discover.
We've been brought up in a world that doesn't really, politics and religion aren't okay to talk about at the dinner table, and I'm excited to have a dinner table where that's all we talk about.